Divine Development segment of each show, I'm going to spend just a few moments going over some helpful tips and tricks for people who may be interested in enhancing their own intuitive abilities. Today I'm going to talk about the term clairfusion. That's when people are confused about all the various psychic terms such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, etc. By the way, I totally just made that word up. But seriously, the clairs, or different terms for psychic development skills, are gone over in all of the basic rudimentary psychic development courses. So why would I want to talk about those today? Well, two reasons. One is it's certainly possible that you haven't taken a psychic development course before. And two, I'd like to clarify some of the confusion around these terms. I'll start with ESP. No, it does not stand for extremely sensitive person, although it could. It actually stands for extrasensory perception. That's when somebody picks up on information, perceives, perception, outside of the five physical senses, extrasensory. So ESP is really a good, ideal blanket term that encompasses all psychic phenomena. Clairvoyance is the most well-known of all the clairs, and it refers to psychic seeing, regardless of whether or not you are seeing energy physically with the eyes or you're seeing information in the mind's eye. Now, there is some confusion around this particular term because a lot of people, including some professional psychics, actually use the term clairvoyance as an umbrella term referring to all the clairs. And I've also even heard people talk about clairvoyance when they are referring to being able to see things into the future, whereas I prefer the term precognition for seeing into the future, or when you're getting insight into something in the past, that would be postcognition. Basically, if we look at the origin of the word, then we know that clair refers to clear, such as clarity, and we know that voyance refers to seeing, such as voyeur. So I'm a bit of a purist when using these terms. I like to look at the word's roots, the origins, the etymology. Not to be confused with entomology, the study of insects. Clairaudience refers to psychic hearing. Now I think you've heard enough about that. Clairsentience refers to feeling the energy. Just as a sentient creature can feel things both physically and emotionally, clairsentience can refer to the physical feeling of the energy, and it can also refer to picking up on the emotions of others, which is referred to as empathy. So if someone says they are an empath, it just means that they can pick up on the feelings of others. Clairtangency is also sometimes referred to when picking up on the feeling of energy, although this term is often used in conjunction with the term psychometry, which is when you can pick up on the energy of an object simply by holding it. Clairalience is psychic smelling. Now in the past, this hasn't been one of my stronger abilities, but I have had a few interesting moments with it. For example, there was a time when I picked up on the beautiful pine scent of Christmas trees when I was connecting with my clients' special Christmas memories. Another time, during a mediumship reading, I suddenly smelled a horrible body odor. And I thought to myself, can you even have BO if you don't have a B? Well, apparently you can, because this spirit really reeked. And apparently it can be very validating, because my client had really been into her deceased boyfriend's aroma. By the way, clairscent or clairsentency is also sometimes used as a synonym for clairaudience, although that's much less common. Clairgustance, clairgoustiance, or clairaudience all refer to clear tasting. Although not referring to the five physical senses, claircognizance is one of the psychic clairs. Claircognizance refers to clear knowing. I'm pretty strong with the psychic skill of claircognizance, so sometimes I just know things. Are there lots of other psychic terms I could explain here today? Absolutely. Would I lose most of my audience if I did? My claircognizance says absolutely.